Welcome back, everyone. Now, many people associate getting a cold with the winter season, but in fact, spring is a peak time for feeling under the weather. But don't rush off to the pharmacy just yet. Holistic pharmacist Sherry Torkos says that the cure to many of our modern ailments may just be inside your own kitchen cabinet, and they date all the way back to the Middle Ages. She joins us now with more. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I am so excited you are here. I love the idea of taking a more holistic approach to our health. And let's dive right in. Let's talk about in what ways the Middle Ages actually have influenced our 21st century medicine.
And we're talking about a period of time over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And they had some pretty wild and outrageous treatments back then. There was bloodletting and leeching and things like that. However, they also used botanical medicine and natural elements such as silver, which have later been validated through modern science. We now know that there is a really good value with a lot of these natural treatments that can help with prevention, to support your immune system, and combat a lot of diseases and illnesses people face today.
Absolutely. And now I'm curious, how was it Hippocrates?
Yeah, Hippocrates.
How was he so significant to all this?
Yeah, Hippocrates, he made a lot of really important discoveries. He was one of the first, he's actually known as the father of physicians. He was a Greek physician, very famous for his evaluations of natural products, and one of the first people to really say that there was a physical and a rational basis for illness, and that a lot can be done to heal the body naturally. And the Hippocratic Oath, which a lot of doctors still take today, speaks to the ethics with which he practiced and his values that he had, and which is still important today.
Absolutely. And I know we've got some 3 remedies that you can actually, she mentioned, you probably have some of these at home, and we're going to start off with silver. Now, I do have some of these for the kids.
That's right. You know, if you had a child, you may have been given a silver spoon, silver cup, and those were often gifts given by wealthy godparents back in the Middle Ages and still today. And silver, it turns out, has some very powerful antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties that were used in the Middle Ages. In fact, they stored their water in silver flasks, and it helped to preserve the water and fight off the bacteria. The wealthy people that ate on silver plates often were spared of illnesses that otherwise affected the poor, that were eating probably with their hands and not on the silver plates.
Oh my gosh, who knew?
So modern science, again, has evaluated the properties, and it turns out colloidal silver, which has been used for over 100 years, has a lot of value.
Yes, and I actually just burned myself about a month ago right here before the show. Second-degree burn. It's still healing, and I want to say that the doctor prescribed something that had silver in it.
Yeah, that's right. It's the standard of care when it comes to treatment of burns, and the technology of silver really advanced in 1999 when there was a discovery made by an entrepreneur, Stephen Quinto, who created this bioactive silver hydrosol. That's the ingredient, and it is more than 98% bioactive or positively charged ions. I know that sounds very scientific, but when you are taking silver either topically or orally, and this is a spray, which you can spray in your throat, it's antiviral, helps to support the immune system. You want something that has a higher amount of positively charged ions, more powerful, also safer, comes into the body, does its job, and then exits.
Got it.
Also make sure your silver is in amber bottles and glass, not plastic. That is really important for the stability of the product.
This is so good.
Silver, think immune support, wound healing.
And wound healing.
Yeah, and overall health.
Okay, now we're going to one of my favorites. I love mint.
Yes.
It's it tastes good. It's good for us, right?
Yeah, and especially after a big meal, right?
Yes.
It does help to aid digestion. So peppermint, and you can smell these beautiful mint leaves that I have here.
So
wonderful. These are fresh organic peppermint leaves. Peppermint contains an active ingredient called menthol, and that gives it that fresh smell. And menthol is actually very soothing for the digestive system. It helps to calm down intestinal cramps, so it's great for gas and bloating. They use it therapeutically, the peppermint oil, for treating irritable bowel syndrome. So have a great cup of peppermint tea or some peppermint oil if you're struggling with some digestive issues.
Okay, we only have about 30 seconds to get to one of my favorite things. My mom is a nut about turmeric.
Turmeric, add some turmeric to your stir fries, your soups, your curries. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. There's been thousands of studies on turmeric, just like the silver. It's been very widely studied and been used since the Middle Ages. I made a turmeric latte with ginger. You can have a taste of that. Turmeric root kind of looks a little bit like ginger. You can shave that up. You can add it into your recipes. Again, very potent anti-inflammatory. Some studies have compared it to the anti-inflammatory drugs and found it comparable, only better tolerated. So it's a great natural anti-inflammatory.
By the way, this is delicious.
Isn't that tasty?
Can we find it on your website?
Yeah, you can check out more information on my website. Go to my blog page. I have a full article discussing all of these remedies.
It's so nice to meet you at SherryTorkos.com. And of course, we'll post some of these on our Facebook page as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right, coming up after the break.